definitely when we went in initially and went to the refrigerator, heard some stuff, but definitely when we pushed back towards the tree with the ferns, the fallen tree, and then pushed farther, definitely heard sounds to our left and to our right. And that's traditional for us, or at least that's what usually happens.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what else to say. A little creepy factor going in, it kind of lessened as we got in there. It's like they got quiet, or they got used to us being back in a little further. It's always good to push a little further because it gets off. And you went off the track, and you can talk about that.
They're in deeper right now.
Yeah, they're in deeper.
And just before we got to the fridge, I decided to break away, and I went off by myself a little bit. Heard like something smack a palmetto on my right side. It was a little creepy. I don't think I got anything moving or anything back up in there, but as we left and then we went into where the skunk ape smell is at, we had that pop on. If you're facing north, we had that pop off on to our right, or left.
And that was very loud.
Yeah, and we started getting the signs, and I don't think that was. And then as we left there and went in further, you thought you heard something like a kid or something.
I heard that child chatter, or it was almost like laughter to my right. And to me, it was very distinct. I hope the camera, or I hope the recorders.
I don't know if I had the camera rolling, or maybe the recorders might, but you never know. We make so much. There's so much stuff on the ground. It's hard. Yeah. It's just hard to be quiet.
We can't.
And so as we got to the big log, and we were getting ready to go under the log, we heard some big cracks, something about maybe 40 yards, maybe. Probably about 40 yards.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just guessing 40 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards, and it was all to our left. And I shot an azimuth on my compass, and the azimuths came up generally the same areas again, like 230 degrees, like 340 something degrees, and I think it was 70 something degrees.
Yeah.
What we're saying is that we come out 3 weeks later, and we get the same pops, knocks, crunching sounds, from the same general angles from where we're located.
And if it was just natural,
if it's natural, it wouldn't be consistent like that.
And we threw some natural stuff out because we get into where we can tell, or we get, where it sounds like it's a natural thing. A little too much wind today, maybe. Yeah,
it breezes a little bit, but you can hear like maybe like a murmur or so, but it's threshold stuff. It's hard. It's
there was
hard
a lot
to pick
of
up.
stuff underneath that, what I call it threshold, or under the cover type sounds.
Yeah, it's
to the left and to the right.
It's hard to pick it up.
So
I think a good positive day. We'll see if anything's on video.
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing anything peeking at me or anything like that.
No, but I don't know.
But you never know until you start looking at the video again. The bottom line is you're overwhelmed out here. Your senses are just overwhelmed out here. There's no way you can remain quiet. You think you can be quiet, but you're not. And
you're trying to filter out the natural noises. And looking out for hogs. A lot of hog signs today that tore up grounds. So
yeah,
snakes and hogs.
It's still hot.
It's still hot.
Still hot, but I didn't get mosquito bit. But it's still very hot. I'm sweating right now.
Yeah.
And I think it was a good day. We heard some activity.
It's always good to press in a little bit farther. It tends to irritate them. Or
they respond. They have to alert each other that they're being intruded upon, and it's the same people again, and I don't know what the heck they do, but like I said before, if you're getting consistent sounds, and I can point out the compass, and it's consistently in the same areas again, sorry folks, that's not natural activity. It ain't.